How are you today? Uh, you're watching the Portal Podcast with Bob Colbert. I'm your host, Bob Colbert, and today we're going to take a tour of ancient Pompeii, which is 150 miles southwest of Rome. So thought we would get out of the Roman Forum and the Colosseum and out of Rome and just take a tour. So this is the amphitheaters in Rome that you're looking at, and in the background is Mount Vesuvius. So back in the day, which I think happened in, let me see, let me go back, see when this happened. Oh, 79 AD. Yep. So if you remember your ancient history, so the city of Pompeii was overtaken by the ash and lava from an eruption, a violent eruption of the Mount Vesuvius mountain in the background there, and it completely destroyed the city of Pompeii. Yeah, and killed quite a few people, a lot of people. So let me go ahead and show a map of that. Let me see that. Hide that. There we go. So here's a map. So if you'll see there, the Roman Forum is up there in the upper west, northwest corner. And so we're going to travel south on via E45, which is apparently a toll road. It's about a two hour and 30-minute drive, 150 miles to Pompeii. So yeah, and that's what it looks like today in Pompeii. Let's see what I got here. There we go. So this is kind of a wide forum map, and I left it kind of unlocked so that I could kind of scroll. Hopefully that's the case. Let me see. Uh, hmm, Interesting. Oh, helps. Like it helps to unlock it. Yeah, there we go. I'm not an expert on this. Sorry, guys, gals. So yeah, this is the forum of Pompeii. You know, we've been watching the Roman forum. Turn this off. Hello, hello. This is the uh, forum of Pompeii, and similar to like the Roman forum. And as I scroll through a lot of basilicas, things like that, this is actually green grass, not black grass, burnt grass. So, but you can see Mount Vesuvius in the background there. So when it erupted violently, it just overtook this city. Yeah, yeah. Let me see if I can do a little. Been having a little trouble today, but I got a little video here. So we normally do a video, so hopefully it'll work. I'm gonna show it on the full face cam. Hopefully, let's cross our uh, right there. Been trying to get rid of that in the background. It's supposed to. It's really weird what's going on there. Well, anyway, so I'll go ahead and play this. See, we're not going to watch 23 minutes. We'll only watch about the first minute, minute and a half. So here's the video. Let me start it back from the beginning. And I credit Samuel McGow. All right. So I'll stop it there and kind of go back to the library. Yeah. So anyway, it was destroyed in 79 AD by Mount Vesuvius. So let me do a little reading on it. So Pompeii was an ancient Roman city in what is now the commune of Pompeii near Naples in the Campania region of Italy, along with another city, Herculaneum, Stabia, and many surrounding villas. The city was buried under 4 to 6 meters, that's 13 to 20 feet of volcanic ash and pumice in the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 879 AD. Largely preserved under the ash, Pompeii offers a unique snapshot of Roman life frozen at the moment it was buried, as well as insight into ancient urban planning. It was a wealthy town, 10 to 20,000 residents at the time it was destroyed. It hosted many fine buildings, public buildings, and luxurious private houses with lavish decorations, furnishings, artworks, which were the main attractions for early excavators. Subsequent excavations have found hundreds of private homes and businesses reflecting various architectural styles and social classes, as well as numerous public buildings. The organic remains, including wooden objects and human bodies, were interred in the ash. Their eventual decay allowed archaeologists to create molds of figures in their final moments of life. So, what happened was there, so the ash kind of hardened and preserved the bodies. And as they decayed over the centuries, it left a void or a volume of empty space other than their bones and stuff. So what they did is they discovered this, and then they kind of poured like a cast, like you do when you get a cast on your arm. So they poured cast material, liquid, into that to fill up that void, and it basically took the shape of the human body or the wooden objects or any animals that they had, children and everything, in their final moments of life. So it actually preserved it. And I'll show a picture of that in a minute. See. So the organic remains, including wooden objects and human bodies, were interred in the ash. Their eventual decay allowed archaeologists to create molds of figures in their final moments of life. The numerous graffiti carved on outside walls and inside rooms provided a wealth of examples of the largely lost vulgar Latin spoken colloquially at the time, contrasting with the formal language of classical writers. Following its destruction, Pompeii remained largely undisturbed until its rediscovery in the late 16th century. Major excavations really did not begin until the mid 18th century, which marked the emergence of modern archaeology. Initial efforts to unearth the city were haphazard or marred by looting, resulting in many of the items or sites being damaged or destroyed. By 1960, most of Pompeii had been uncovered but left in decay. Further major excavations were banned or limited to targeted prioritized areas. Since 2018, these efforts have led to new discoveries in some previous unexplored areas of the city, including a banquet hall adorned with rare, well-preserved frescoes depicting various mythological scenes and figures. Pompeii is a UNESCO, that's a UN, United Nations World Heritage Site, owing its status as the only archaeological site in the world that provides a complete picture of an ancient Roman city. It is among the most popular tourist attractions in Italy, with approximately 2.5 million visitors annually. Yeah, the area that it comprises about 170 acres. It was found in Pompeii in 7th to 6th century BC, abandoned by the volcano eruption in AD 79. Yeah. Wow. So that'll do it for the reading. So the reason I brought this topic up, because it was in let me pull it back on here. So I was reading, and it occurred in this week, today, that they found some frescoes buried by the volcano, uncovered in an ancient dining room. Let's see if I can pull that up. So it says, the headline says, frescoes buried by volcano uncovered in ancient dining room in Pompeii. This was a story by Victoria Bissett one day ago. I don't know. No, I thought that might have been a little something. But yeah, here's a picture of it. Let me move out of the way so you can see it. So, I mean, that is a very vivid fresco mural, if you want to call it, that was buried by the volcano, uncovered in an ancient dining room in Pompeii. I don't know that if that was in like some public hall or if it was in a house, but there you go. Isn't that amazing? So it says, reading along, uh, in the ancient city of Pompeii, which was preserved under a blanket of ash and smoke from the Mount Vesuvius volcano eruption in 79 AD, archaeologists today have uncovered a banquet room decorated with these beautiful frescoes of mythological characters that were inspired by the Trojan War. Let's see. The room provided a refined setting for entertainment during the convivial moments, whether banquets or conversations. The Pompeii Archaeological Park said in a statement Thursday. It says the walls of the room were painted black to prevent the smoke from oil lamps being seen. So, and today, if you're burning candles and stuff and you look on the walls, you'll see a little smudge or dirtiness and things from the burning of a candle. Well, they didn't have electricity back then, so I'm sure they had oil lamps flickering, and that maybe stained the walls, so they painted them black. So the walls of the room were painted black to prevent smoke from the oil lamps being seen, explained Gabriel Zictrigil. He's the director of Pompeii Archaeological Park. The room, with its frescoes and mosaics, was part of an elegant lifestyle of its ancient owners, according to the site. The area, let's see, Sophia Hay, an archaeologist in the park's press office. Let me move out of the way so you can see. I am sorry. So, Sophia Hay, an archaeologist in the park's press office, said in an email Friday that while the room's excavation began at the end of last year, this exquisite wall paintings only started emerging just over a month ago. The area's excavation is incredibly important and offers a more complete story of not just the city's destruction, but also of the lives and deaths of some of its inhabitants. She said, the discovery of the Black Room, intended for entertainment on a large scale, sets the scene as to how rich Pompeians propel themselves in their society. The site at Pompeii contains, now this is the whole site at Pompeii. Wow. The site at Pompeii contains more than 13,000 rooms across 1,070 residential units, the park says, in addition to public and sacred spaces. According to UNESCO, which lists it as a World Heritage Site, Pompeii is the only archaeological site in the world that provides a complete picture of an ancient Roman city. It says the paintings recently discovered included references to figures from the legendary Trojan War that began that the Trojan War between the early Greeks and the people of Troy in western Anatolia around the 12th or 13th century BC, which is featured in ancient Greek works such as Homer's Iliad and Odyssey, as well as Roman literature. Okay. Let me get a cup of coffee. Got it. McDonald's. By the way, they passed the bill last year that became effective April the 1st that raises the wages to $20 an hour for all workers at fast food restaurants in all of California, the whole state of California. And that's really causing some upheaval in this state. So a lot of the businesses, uh, fast food uh, businesses, are shutting down the stores, or they're changing the quality of their products. For instance, like yeah, maybe like a biscuit or a croissant sandwich or something, cutting down on the amount of meat. You know, like ham, for instance, you normally get three slices, and now you only get one. So, so they're reducing the quality. They're also cutting hours of the workers, and they're it's a little bit longer time frame because it just started 1st of April. But they're going to bring in robotics and AI into the situation, and basically, it's going to be a large loss of jobs. Well, anywho, we're on Pompeii. So the recently discovered artworks included a depiction of Helen of Troy and Paris, the son of the Trojan king, who's identified in an inscription by his name. So look at it there. Yeah, I see it. There's right here. There's a name right there that somebody actually wrote on that fresco back in the day. Wow. So the images also show Cassandra, a figure of Greek mythology. I don't know if that's her or this woman. Maybe it might be that one. A figure from Greek mythology who could predict the future, and the god Apollo who cursed her and left her unable to prevent the capture of Troy. Uh, the mythological couples provided ideas for conversations about the past and life, and only seemingly of a merely romantic nature, Zutragel said. In reality, they refer to the relationship between the individual and fate. Cassandra, who could predict the future, but no one believed her. Apollo, who sides with the Trojans against the Greek invaders, but being a god, could not ensure victory. Helen and Paris, who, despite their politically incorrect love affair, are the cause of the war, or perhaps merely a pretext for the war. So there's another fresco right there. Very detailed, very colorful. Looks like a goose there. That's amazing. They found that just like in the last month or so. Wow. Okay. Paintings of mythological figures often adorn the living and dining rooms of Roman houses where they would entertain guests, Part said. The uncovered room measured about 49 feet long and 20-foot wide, so that was a pretty big dining room, and opened onto a courtyard with a staircase to the first floor. The part said building materials were stored under the arches beneath the staircase, where charcoal drawings of two pairs of gladiators and what appears to be an enormous stylized phallus were found. Wow, isn't that amazing? I guess that's the guitar of the day right there, musical instrument. The banquet room was discovered as part of an ongoing excavation works in the Region 9 area of the site and a water project to shore up the perimeter between the excavated and unexcavated portions. It's in the same area as two interconnected houses and a house with a bakery that has already been excavated. Pompeii is truly a treasure chest that never ceases to surprise and amaze us because every time we dig there, we find something beautiful and significant. The Italian culture minister Gennaro Sanguiliana said, according to that statement. Other recent discoveries in Pompeii included a prison bakery where enslaved workers and donkeys were held together, and a fresco that appears to show an ancient precursor to pizza. They made pizza pies. Okay, I'm almost through here. A third of the area within the city's walls have yet to be excavated, according to Sally Hay, the archaeologist who added that the work was shedding light on the diverse lives of those who inhabited these properties. We see in one property the evidence of a lavish lifestyle with entertaining at the heart of it, she continued. But just next door, we also see evidence of a dark side of life in Pompeii for enslaved people that are forced to live and work in harsh conditions in the bakery, the walls of which are incarcerated with these people. All right. Well, that's it on there. So the headline today was archaeologists revealed, I'm sure they've been working on it for a while, revealed frescoes buried by the volcano that erupted in 79 AD and destroyed Pompeii. It was uncovered in an ancient dining room. Yeah, very vivid. Wow. All right. So please join me at 10 o'clock for the table talk. I'm still working on the what we're going to talk about. So let me go back to the library. All righty. Well, today we kind of took a little detour from Rome, ancient Rome, and went south on E45, about 150 miles, to the ancient Roman city, Pompeii. We'll also do a similar tour of Herculaneum, which was also destroyed, apparently. Yep. All right. Well, wherever you are on this planet, I hope you have a great Saturday afternoon or evening or morning. So, y'all take care, my friends. See you later next week or on the Table Talk podcast. Be good.